Hey Janine, what happens every May on the property?
We get these new bamboo shoots.
And what's unique about these shoots?
They start out at almost full thickness and they're shaped like a torpedo.
Yep, they just come out of the ground and they just grow. And how much do they grow a day?
Approximately 10 inches a day.
Yeah, and they're soft, right?
Yeah, this one is very soft, they're very fragile, but soon it will be like that one.
Yep, and what's unique about this year?
We had a record amount of rainfall. So now we have a record amount of bamboo shoots.
And that's why I'm making this video, so I can share all the sprouts that are occurring on the property. As my wife said, we get these bamboo sprouts every year in the month of May. I live in Sacramento, California, to give you an idea of our latitude. This bamboo grove might be as old as 80 years old, which is unbelievable. I did a previous video on this grove if you're interested, and I'll put the link below. But today I'd like to share with you the sprouts we have, because this is probably the most we've ever had since I've lived here. I'm going to pan around so you can see all the new sprouts coming up. This area of the grove has a ton of new sprouts coming up. And it's a very dense area for the bamboo, so these sprouts don't get that much light until they reach the sky. Here's a close-up of a sprout coming out of the ground. And then there's another sprout just behind it that's older. Hey Janine, what do we do with sprouts that are growing in a location where we don't want them?
We simply knock them over with our foot.
Why don't you show us how we do it? That's it. Why don't you pick it up and you can... So understand people eat these sprouts. Have we eaten any of them?
No, they have to be cooked, I'm sure, but...
We haven't tried it yet.
No.
But it's maybe something we'll do in the future. Why don't you go ahead and knock the other sprout over? It's growing in a location we don't want. All right, good job. This sprout here is the largest on the property this year. And as you can see from my hand, it's huge. I can't even get my hand around it. It's starting to get harder now. And if you knock on it, you'll see that it has a nice solid sound. It's probably 2 or 3 weeks old now. I'm gonna pan upwards so you can see what it looks like. Most large bamboo groves are out in the country, but I live in the city. I'm gonna pan to the left and show you the front door of my house, which is right there. Then pan back to the right, and you'll see the grove is on the side of the house. I'm going to pan upwards so you can see how tall this grove is. Bamboo is the fastest growing plant on the planet. It has been recorded growing an amazing 47 inches in just 24 hours. Bamboo is a grass and consists of over 1,400 different species. Bamboo is a perennial evergreen plant with yearly leaf exchange. Older leaves turn yellow and fall off the plant as new green leaves emerge every spring. Once the old foliage has dropped, it's best to leave it in the grove. The leaves serve multiple beneficial purposes for the bamboo grove. The leaves are high in silica and bamboo thrives on silica. Bamboo leaves are like a natural fertilizer that helps the plant grow for years. Here you can see the top of my bamboo leaves stretching towards the sunlight. Here's a view of my bamboo grove from above. You can see it growing between 2 oak trees. Bamboo releases 35% more oxygen than most trees. It also absorbs 5 times more carbon dioxide. That is why it's extremely beneficial for the environment to grow more bamboo. Bamboo is the only plant that could survive the bombings that happened in Hiroshima. The radioactive emissions occurring from the atomic explosions had made the land completely infertile for plants to grow for years onward. But one bamboo grove survived this attack. That grove has been preserved in the museum in Hiroshima. Bamboo is naturally antifungal and antibacterial, and naturally occurring bioagent protects bamboo from these destructive microbes. Last year when I posted a video about my bamboo garden, I asked if anyone knew what the species might be, and one person wrote in that he thought it was Phyllostachys vivax, and he had some good reasons. I sent some pictures of these sprouts off to some experts across the country, and that was the consensus view that this is Phyllostachys vivax. I'm going to pan downwards so you can kind of see what this sprout looks like, in case you're wondering if you have Phyllostachys vivax. One other bamboo that is similar is Phyllostachys bambusoides, and I'm told it looks very similar, but the consensus view is that this is Phyllostachys vivax. Another identifying factor is whether the culm sheaves have hairs or are they smooth. And in this case, these culm sheaves have no hairs. Perfectly smooth, and again that goes for it being vivax. Phyllostachys vivax is one of the hardiest species of bamboo you can grow in the United States. It is good to a -5 degrees. It's also one of the fastest growing and also one of the largest. So you should highly consider this bamboo for your new bamboo grove. Phyllostachys vivax. Good luck growing your bamboo, and consider Phyllostachys vivax for your next grove. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe.